What do you think that the dancers are missing, or what do you think that dancers in China are really great at?
They missing feeling. They're missing the party vibe, like actually putting it to the test, not only in class or battles. In order to be a great dancer and learn all the different styles and stuff, you have to go through all the trials and tribulations in order to get that full feeling of that style.
So you need to figure out how to output whatever you are, and then it comes our style, it comes originality. It's about, enjoy, like not just, looking for like destination to win the battle or pass the pre-selection or something. Like, in general, you gotta enjoy it. Like people don't really understand like what's the, how to enjoy dancing.
I learned most of my dance from going to parties and sessions. Now, it doesn't make money. This thing doesn't generate money from the teacher's perspective, and from the dancer's perspective, they just pay a session fee or a party fee, which is very low, and it usually goes to the organizer. It doesn't go to the teacher.
Doing class 100% and party 0%, horrible. But if you have to take a balance. Ready? Again and again and again and again and again and again.
You've taught several classes in multiple cities, and from what you have seen, what do you think that the dancers are missing, or what do you think that dancers in China are really great at?
They missing feeling. They're missing the party vibe, like actually putting it to the test, not only in class or battles. They need to actually like go outside, lab in the street, put the music, put the camera if you want to, but just vibe with each other. I feel like everybody's in the mirror a lot, and I taught a lot, and I see most people just very like and dancing like
Motionless. Almost.
And I'm like, I would take it as they're not enjoying my class, or they don't want to take my class, or they don't like me, or something like that. But I realize that that's just how they accustomed to be when they're learning or whatever.
True.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because when you're training in something, you should be like, actually getting better at it. But in order to be a great dancer and learn all the different styles and stuff, you have to go through all the trials and tribulations in order to get that full feeling of that style. Ready? Again? Again and again and again and again and again and again. I feel like they're missing like partying. Like I went to the clubs and shit, but people not really dancing in the clubs or like whatever, all the moves that they learn, they not doing that. Everybody just like ooh or whatever, like, and barely even doing that. So I feel like they're missing that.
Yeah.
The
only party that on this almost two years in a row is only in Wuhan, the Battle King Cup. They had party vibe for the whole hour.
Oh yeah, that was
ciphering.
Yeah.
Other than that, barely go to any clubs that. That many times in New York, everybody gets down, go to club, just cipher, having fun. That's it. Like it doesn't matter how good you are or whatever. It's just people going and create ideas and moves at the same time. China is a little different. Obviously, Rice was being living there for 3 years. What do you think about this whole structure? And then I can add in a bit more in terms of like teaching. What do you think about as different or maybe similar as what this whole teaching system is from Japan or in the US?
Japan or US?
You can talk about both a little bit.
How the teaching process
is different here than there.
It's gonna take time to think about it though.
Okay, think about it. I mean, you've taught many classes out here, and you've met so many students, like workshop, privates, team training sometimes.
Yeah, I can get what he said, like less feeling, like lack of feeling. the feelings is not only about the dance feeling. It's just about like in general feeling.
True,
And that
true,
feeling
yes.
is included in dance. Like dance is coming from inside. It's not, well, it is important to practice technique. It is important to learn music and stuff. But you need to figure out how to output whatever you are, and then it comes our style. It comes originality. Well, move itself. It's not really. I feel like it's not really like. Not everything is a new. Like everybody just copying, or everybody just get inspired from this move and then going this way, that way. Okay, I'll do this right way. Okay, you do this left way. Like this is. The move itself is just, we're limited because we have the only one body in the same structure.
Right.
But the feeling it's all up to you. So I feel like it's about culture, I guess, because I've seen in Japan, I've seen dances in Japan, in the US, everywhere, Europe, China, all that. But I feel like the Asia countries have less feelings. Right now it's getting better because we got influenced with by foreign dancers, but still like we are kind of like hard to express the feeling from inside to outside to to the people, like showing how you feel, showing what you think. So I don't know, I think it could be like our artistic problem. Like to output something that you think is something that you are practicing, something that you are thinking, feeling, imaginations, and all that. So I feel like the people from US has really good at telling people a story by using their body, and people from Europe, like especially France, they are really nice to let other people can see their concept. And on the other hand, Japan is really, like their foundation is super nice because we are practicing so hard. And China has influenced by a lot of countries. Like Japan is really close, and right now it's like France a lot. Don't see a lot of influence from US that much because it's far, I don't know, or not many US dancers can come here actually physically,
Right.
to to get a chance to learn. I think that's the problem because I love US dancers. I love OGs, yes. I love people who's doing like battles right now, like young dancers. I got inspired a lot, but I don't know what it is, but it's the vibe that they have, like the timing of getting hype, or the feeling of it, texture of it is different. I love French dancers. I've been watching French dancers a lot, but US dancer has something different. That's why I moved to New York, and then to see it in person, see what it is, see what they have in secret. I don't know, like they have like secret recipe or something. Like in their blood, but that's there in the blood. Like they're not. Well, maybe that's how they grew up, like watching these dancers, or dancing with these dancers, dancing in this club, dancing at a party. So yeah, like I get what he said. Like you need a party vibe. Like it's not only about a party vibe. It's about enjoy. Like not just looking for like destination to win the battle or pass the pre-selection or something. Like in general, you gotta enjoy it. Like people don't really understand like what's the how to enjoy dancing. Yeah, people still figuring it out, I guess, because like we need to make money, we need to do a business and all that. But on the base, you have to have like something that you need, the concept that you need to enjoy. You should enjoy it, or you still stuck in the same level. That's what everybody needs to understand in Asia.
I think there are a lot of valid points from both of them. I do want to chime in a little bit from like me kind of like working in this industry for a while now, but also me being a dancer for a long time. From the culture perspective, like what Riceball was saying, it's so true that how Asian people, Asian dancers, not just dancers, but Asian people have this following the instruction type of mentality. That's ages, like that's happening for a long time. It's not just in dance. It's in education. It's in technology.
Which is good.
You know, it's good. It's implementation, execution, but the lack of creativity, and then what Noah was talking about, the feeling part, which also comes from the culture, which is like, you know, something that's not normal. It's like the opposite of following the instruction, right? So, and that's one. Two, from like business perspective, because you know me going around the country a lot, bringing different foreign dancers to come. I kind of had the opportunity to really go around the country and then see how people operate as a business. Mostly in China, but also I go around. I also own business studios in the U.S. So I get to see the differences in how people operate. So there's a contradiction here of how people teach, and I'm gonna speak the universal truth. A lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that, but I don't care, whatever. So I think here's the universal truth. In New York, the culture is strong. The dancers are like crazy, fly, they just nice, right? Because we go to parties all the time, and that's where we learn most of it. I don't know about you guys. I never took so many classes. Like, here's what I need to learn from 1 to 10. This is what I need to learn to advance. And then I go to the next level, choreo classes, this and that. Almost done. I learned most of my dance from going to parties and sessions. Now, it doesn't make money. This thing doesn't generate money from the teacher's perspective, and from the dancer's perspective. They just pay a session fee or a party fee, which is very low, and it usually goes to the organizer. It doesn't go to the teacher. In China or in a lot of Asian countries, I think it might be the same in Japan as well, or Korea, or other Asian countries. You have a business to teach classes, so you need students to come back all the time to learn. If you have ciphers, you have parties where they can learn for almost free or a very low amount of fees, then why would they come to classes, right? The business model wouldn't exist. No, that's the extreme side.
That's because you need some type of structure. Like, you know, I'm not saying you gotta go parties all day and then not learn in class.
Right.
But doing class 100% and party 0%, horrible. But if you have some type of balance,
that's what I'm trying to get at. So you have to have some sort of balance, right? For people in the US, a lot of people say that some of the instructors, obviously not you guys, come here, they just don't know how to teach. They're nice dancers.
Oh yeah,
they're great dancers.
There's a whole lot of
nice dancers is not always a good teacher.
Right?
Exactly.
So when they teach, they just go. I mean, I don't know about Baron Green, but like if you don't have a structure at all, you can't teach. Especially for Asian dancers that they love to follow some sort of instruction. At least it's hard, right? On the other hand, so that's the bad part about being a teacher and not knowing how. Maybe not what to teach, but how to teach it effectively. But then on the opposite side, dancers that only goes to battles, only goes to classes, they don't go to parties, they don't have this whole feeling part. It's also not as fun. Like they don't enjoy it as much. Instead of like winning, losing sucks. Winning is great, but you don't always get to win, right? Even the greatest dancers don't win all the time. It's not possible. It's impossible, right? It's just like the mixing of it can make it nice, regardless how the business is running. The business can still run as is, But adding a little bit of party vibe and session vibe on top of it can be so nice, just like how Battle King was doing it.
Facts.
But that's not really happening in China. So, telling you guys.
That means the hard practicing students should go to party and see what it is.
They
But,
should.
well, there's not much party. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's like a
Not
vicious
much-
circle.
Yeah, it's just the drinking and playing cards, playing dice,
Exactly.
game. But try it out. Like try to have after party after the event.
Just like Battle
See
King Club.
how
It's
it
great.
see how it goes. Well, it might change it some days.
Next year when I come back, I'm having a party in East City.
You heard?
I'm having a party
Party
in East City.
people.
East City. I'm having a party. No games. Only dancing.
Oh,
It could be in studio. Well,
Yeah,
right, yeah,
well, the
yeah.
place it doesn't have to be like the fancy club or anything.
Yeah, exactly,
Just, dim the
exactly.
lights, turn
There you
on
go.
the music.
Turn on the music and you good.
Or
Yeah.
just like the event, the Battle King event. In between the battles,
Yeah, exactly.
you do 1 hour straight up just partying.
Yep.
People having so much fun out there.
They can start the battle with the party, put it in the middle, and then end it with a fucking
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So I'll say it's still evolving. I believe eventually, I hope it will get to somewhere in the middle so that everybody can.
I'm gonna do it.